where incredible AI features aren't just in search. Google search is AI search, through and through.
This is Google now. You ask a question and the AI answers it. The websites that used to show up, they're pushed all the way down the page, if they even show up at all. Last Monday at Google I/O, this became the default experience. Not something that's optional, not in testing, it's just how Google works now. If you run a small business and your phone got quieter this week, this is probably why. Now, there's a play to get back in front of customers, and most of it has nothing to do with your website. One piece involves a $60 million deal between Google and a website that you've probably used 100,000 times without thinking about it. Stick around for that one. On May 19th, Google held their Google I/O keynote. The clip you just saw is Liz Reed, the head of Google Search, saying out loud that Google Search is now AI search. This didn't come out of nowhere. AI Overviews launched in 2024, and AI mode rolled out to everyone in the US last year. Monday was when Google said, okay, this is the experience for everyone now. 3 things changed at Google I/O. First, when you open Google, AI mode is right there, front and center at the page. Second, every AI answer now has a chat box underneath it. You search, you get an answer, you keep talking to it, just like you would ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, or any other LLM. Third, the search box itself got rebuilt for the first time in 25 years. You can drop text, images, videos, files, and even open browser tabs into it. The whole thing is one big AI prompt now. Now that's the user-facing stuff. Google also announced a bunch of agent stuff, background AI that monitors the web for you, books things for you on your behalf. Some cool stuff, but a topic for another video. Today's problem is a search experience your customers see that has fundamentally changed, and what they now see is mostly not your website. Roughly 60% of Google searches now end without anyone clicking through to a website. The user gets the AI summary and then leaves. These AI summaries can include content from your website. So let's talk about why that's actually a bigger problem than it looks. Every YouTube video about the Google AI search this week is the same panic piece. AI is wrong, AI hallucinates, AI told someone to put glue on pizza, and it's all true. Back in January, someone asked Google, is 2027 next year? And the AI confidently answered, no, 2027 is not next year, 2026 is next year. But we were already in 2026. Elon Musk dunked on it, it went viral. So yeah, AI screws up, sometimes a lot. But the accuracy stuff isn't your problem to fix. You can't fix Google's AI, but what you can fix is this. When the AI is right, when it gives someone a confident answer about something you do, is your name in there? That's the real visibility crisis. Not that the AI is wrong sometimes, it's the AI is confidently right and you're not a part of it. Every AI has sources, real ones. They're listed as little chips at the bottom of the answer. Reddit threads, YouTube videos, blog posts, comparison sites. If none of those sources mention you, the AI builds an answer about your industry that has no idea you exist. To the person searching, you don't. The business cited in the answer becomes the conversation. So you can forget rankings, forget beating the algorithm. The question is, how do you become a source that AI cites? Well, it's 4 answers, starting with the one that no one's actually talking about. In February 2024, Google quietly signed a deal with Reddit, $60 million a year. The deal gives Google live access to every Reddit post and every Reddit comment, and they use it to train Google's AI. In turn, it also surfaces Reddit content in Google search results. You might be thinking, okay, a deal between 2 big tech companies, what does this have to do with my plumbing business? Well, stay with me. In the year after that deal, Reddit's visibility in Google search went up over 1,300%. 1,300! Reddit went from the 68th most visible site on Google to top 5. And if you were paying attention on your own search results during 2024, you saw it happening. Suddenly, every search had Reddit threads in the top results. Everyone noticed. Google pushed Reddit up the page on purpose because they were paying for it. Today, when you search anything that has the words best, should I, alternative to, or is blank worth it, Reddit threads dominate. Those are exactly the questions your customers are running before they pick a business. That carries straight into the AI answers. For those question shapes, best, should I, is it worth it, Reddit is one of the top sources that AI is reading from. So if there's a Reddit thread about best accountant in Calgary, and you're an accountant in Calgary, that thread is shaping what the AI tells thousands of people every day. And if you're not in that conversation, you're also not going to be in the answer. So what do you do about it? Find the subreddits where people ask questions about your industry. Accountants, personal finance, small business, tax, restaurants. There's a lot of them. There's a subreddit for almost anything. Find the one that's relevant to yours and start participating in it. Build a real account, not a brand new one, not one named after your business, a normal username with a normal comment history, and spend a few weeks just being on Reddit, answering questions in your area of expertise. Don't pitch anything yet. And when someone asks a question where what you do is genuinely the answer, you can mention what you do. Not check out my website, more like, this is what I do for a living, and here's how I think about it. Now here's where it gets tricky. Every subreddit has its own rules and its own moderators, and Reddit mods love being moderators. Some of them will let you mention your business if it's actually relevant. Most of them won't. Some of them will even ban you for mentioning your industry, not even your business. Some will ban you for having a website in your profile. So read the rules of each subreddit before you post. And even after you've read the rules, because a mod woke up on the wrong side of the bed that day. That's Reddit. Don't take it personally, find another subreddit and keep going. This is a slow play. 3 months before your comments start showing up in AI answers, not 3 weeks. But the door is wide open right now because almost nobody is telling small business owners about this. Alright, next one. Reddit is one source, but the AI also cites websites directly. And if it's going to cite a website about your industry, it should be yours. Google has a quality framework called EEAT. Experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. They added the second E, experience, at the end of 2022. And the AI specifically looks for it now. In normal person terms, generic content is dead. The AI doesn't cite, our team of expert accountants helps clients with. It cites, Sarah Chen, CPA, 14 years in tax practice, works mostly with small businesses in Alberta. A real person with real credentials and real experience. Every blog post, every service page, every FAQ, it needs a byline. With a bio, credentials, a photo, license numbers if you have them, years in practice, where you trained. Same with how you write. Stop writing in corporate third person. Businesses should consider. Nobody cares what businesses should consider. Write in first person. In my experience, I've found. In 14 years of doing this, the thing I see every time is this. These are the phrases that AI is trained to look for as signals of real expertise. Highest leverage thing you can do this week, open ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, whatever, doesn't matter. Ask her the questions that your customers ask you. How much does a bookkeeper cost in Calgary? Do I need a separate bank account for freelance income? Whatever your customers are actually asking. Then, take whatever answer it gives you and write something better on your site. More specific, with your name on it, with a story of a client you helped with the exact same problem. Then, tag it with an FAQ schema. It's a small piece of code that tells Google, this part is a question and this part is the answer. Most small business sites don't have it, and the ones that do, they start showing up. If you're using WordPress, your SEO plugin probably already handles this already. If you're on Wix or Squarespace or another builder like that, check your page settings. If you have no idea what your site is doing, send me a DM and I'll help you out. One more thing under this solution, and this one matters. There's an emerging standard called llms.txt. It's a small text file that you add to your website that gives AI a clean map of what's on your site and what matters. It works kind of like a sitemap, but it's written for AI specifically. Google has said publicly they don't use it yet, but some AI companies do. Claude does, Perplexity does, ChatGPT seems to look at it. It's an emerging standard, but it's not a settled one. It does cost nothing to add though, and it might help, so it's worth doing. The bigger thing though, and this is one you probably really should check, is that a lot of websites are blocking AI from reading them at all, either through the llms.txt or a robots.txt, which is the file that tells crawlers what they can and can't access. During the AI scraping panic in 2024 and 2025, a lot of SEO plugins and hosting providers and well-meaning consultants added rules to block ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, etc. from reading websites. If your site is blocking AI crawlers right now, you are invisible to AI search. You're trying to get cited by an AI that's not allowed to read your content. So check your robots.txt file, check your LLMs file if you have one, and make sure you're not blocking the AI you're trying to get noticed by. All right, next one. Most small businesses are time capsules. They have an about page written in 2019, last blog post was written during COVID, and team page has one person that left a couple years ago. You know who you are. I see it all the time. It's really easy to tell because you can go onto a website and you can look at the copyright in the footer and it'll tell you 2019. That tells you when the site was last updated. Google's crawler visit your site based on how often it changes. Active sites get crawled daily, stale sites get crawled monthly, sometimes less. And the AI overview only sees what was last crawled. If you change your services 9 months ago, the AI might still be looking for what was on your site 9 months before that. I'm not going to tell you to blog 3 times a week. That advice is purely garbage. You're running a business. But start with one thing a month. A short case study, a new FAQ, a 2-paragraph post about something that changed in your industry, a new testimonial added to a page. But do something once a month with your name on it that shows Google and the rest of the AIs that they should be crawling your site and updating their databases. It doesn't have to be polished. 200 words about something that actually happened in your work beats 2,000 words of SEO filler. The AI can tell the difference. And here's where most people stop, but you shouldn't. Your own site is one signal. Show up publicly across your industry too. Comment on LinkedIn posts about things that you actually know about. Leave thoughtful comments on YouTube videos in your space. Answer questions in your trades Facebook groups. The AI is building a picture of who the experts in your space are. It's looking across the whole internet. 10 LinkedIn posts, 3 Reddit comments, a couple YouTube comments. That's a constellation. None of those individually move the needle, but all of them together will. One more piece. Most underrated thing on this whole list. Show up in your local community. Find 5 other small businesses in your area. Pick an industry and write a best local resources for that industry post in Calgary, and then genuinely list them. Email each one and tell them that you did it. Most of them will reciprocate, and now you've got real local backlinks. Other real businesses that are mentioning yours. The AI looks at that and sees a real local business that the rest of the local business community talks about. That signal is gold. You can't fake it. Okay, last one. Search your own business on Google and see what comes up. Here's the thing. When someone searches your business by name, the AI overview helps you. It summarizes your business, it reinforces your authority, and it hands the searcher to you. This is the most underrated data point in the whole AI search shift. Branded searches benefit from AI overviews, the opposite of what happens with generic searches. This means the most strategic play isn't winning best accountant in Calgary. That's a war you can't reliably win anymore. The strategic play is to get more people to search your business name and put that first. Every branded search points to you. Every branded search gets a positive AI summary about you. Every branded search is a customer halfway through the door. How do you build a branded search? 3 plays. 1, you have to have a distinct name. Calgary Accounting Services is not a brand, it's a category. Nobody Googles a category looking for a specific business. If you're just starting out, pick something memorable. If you're already running a generic name, a doing business as name gives you something to build on. 2, show up in places that make people remember you. Industry podcasts, speaking at local events, guest articles, sponsoring something visible in your community. The goal isn't direct traffic. The goal is name recognition that turns into a Google search 3 weeks later, when they actually need you. And number 3, make sure that the page that comes up when someone does search for your name is good. Your site, your LinkedIn, your Google business profile, a press mention or 2. The AI summary that Google builds from that page is now your real elevator pitch. Look at the pattern across all 4. Reddit engagement, real author bios, consistent content, brand building. None of them are about gaming the algorithm. The shift in AI search isn't that rules changed, it's that the rules got more honest. The businesses that win in AI search are the ones building real authority over time. The shortcuts are dead. If you've been competing against businesses that win with shortcuts, this is your moment. So, what do we take away from this? Google's interface changed this week. The principle underneath it is older than Google. Be present where people look. Be credible when they find you, and build a name worth searching for. Do these 3 things, even slowly, even 1 a week, and the AI search stops being a threat and starts being an opportunity. You stop chasing rankings, and you start becoming the answer. If you want help putting any of this into practice, there's a link in the description. This is exactly what I do every day. And if this is useful, subscribe. I've got new videos coming soon. I'm Lyndon. We'll see you next time.